angry community members of Kgotsong in Bothaville have embarked on a shutdown as they demand the mayor and the municipal manager, as well as the CFO, to be relieved of their duties as they accuse them of corruption and failure to deliver services. Let's bring in Ishmael Modiba. He's the SABC News reporter. Ishmael, of course, you are on the ground. Talk to us about what is the area of contention here with these three officials.
Well, Unati, I can tell you that the situation is quite tense. On our arrival here, just after 11 o'clock, the main road leading to Kgotsong here in Bothaville, that is the main road, the R30, that's where there was congestion of vehicles, where the police and the traffic officers were manning traffic that was getting into and out of town. And at the same time, there were taxis that the police were blocking there. At that particular time, they were waiting for the breakdown to come and take those taxis, because these were the people who were going in town as part of the shutdown. And what the police and the traffic officials were doing were making sure that the shutdown does not go as far as to town, because what the community members are complaining about, they are complaining about the mayor, that is I'm trying to check here, Mayor, that is Nozililo Mashia, the municipal manager, Sokonyela Lehwenya, and the chief financial officer, that is Mochelo Likitlani. They are accusing them of not providing the necessary service delivery in this particular area. And they are also saying the mayor and the MM, there was, in between the two of them, there was a municipal credit card that was misused, where alcohol was bought. And they are saying they've got a proof of that. And last week or 2 weeks ago, the MEC for Cooperative Governance, Saki Mukwena, came this side to have an engagement with the leaders here, and he gave a timeline to say at this particular time they need to come back and see if those timelines that they've put in place, those measures, have they been met. But the community members are saying that deadline ended on Sunday. Hence, they are taking this situation, this measure of having a shutdown. And when I asked them, this shutdown, how long is it? They say this is an indefinite action up until their demands are met and agreed upon. And we can tell you that, as you can see behind me, these are the municipal offices in the location. They remain closed. The other ones that are in town, they are also closed. And when we arrived here, the members of the community started barricading the road behind us and burning tires, just to show their anger and frustration. And the worrying thing is that the school children are also part of this. They have not gone to school today, and even 2 weeks ago they were prevented from attending school. So that is the situation currently. But I can tell you that the MEC for Cooperative Governance, Saki Mukwena, is aware of the situation, as he has already been here to engage with councillors. As on Monday, he was already in Zastron in the Free State, also to look at the issues that are that side of the town. But this is the current situation. The community members, unfortunately, some of the community members that we spoke to earlier in the morning, just after 12, they have been arrested. I managed to speak to one, Tabiso Nteso. He told me that he has been arrested. He went to the police station just to find out about those who have been arrested, but unfortunately he's also been arrested. And those others that we also spoke to, we can't get hold of them, as their phone keep on reading. We're not sure whether they are also part of those arrested or what, but that is the current situation. But essentially, the community members are saying they are not happy about the situation here. All that they want is service delivery. And they're also complaining about that the council meeting has not taken place in the last 9 months, saying the only meetings that are taking place in the council are special sitting that have been called, where serious issues have been discussed. But ordinary council meetings has not been sitting for the past 9 months, as they claim. Unati?
Ishmael, I'm wondering if you can hear me. Before I let you go, just talk to us about the situation in Kgotsong in as far as service delivery is concerned. I mean, I am looking at the picture behind you. It is rather very quiet there at the moment. I'm looking at the road too, that seems to be damaged from those protests earlier on. But in the main, what are some of the issues from a service delivery perspective that residents, I would imagine, for years have been complaining about?
Yeah, they say they've been complaining for years about the service delivery. Well, some of the roads you can see that even in town, the roads are in a poor state and they're not being maintained. They're also complaining about the services. They're saying they are paying services, but the municipality then don't pay those services. Like for instance, Eskom, they buy the electricity coupons, but when the Eskom is complaining about non-payment, whereas they are paying, they are asking themselves where is the money going, because they are paying the electricity, and they're saying that here in Kgotsong they are paying services, but other areas are not paying services. It looks like they are paying services for other areas, that is Wesselsbron, that is part of the Nala municipality. So the issues vary, and essentially it's those of service delivery which they are complaining that the services are not up to standard and that the leaders are not doing what they are expected of them to deliver services and make sure that everything is on par, like those services that they are complaining about.
All right, Ishmael, thank you so much for that. Let's leave it there for now. Of course, Ishmael Modiba on the ground there for us at the Kgotsong community in Bothaville in the Free State. And as he says, several community members have been arrested following that particular shutdown.